today's video, I'm going to be doing something a little different. I'm actually going to be speaking to you sellers out there in case, life has thrown you a curveball and you're needing to sell your Casper home. And my goal with this video is to make it fun, but also really informative if you're planning on selling in the near future. And the reason why I wanted to make this video is because the market has shifted. And saying that the market has shifted doesn't mean that something bad has happened. It just means that we are stabilizing. We're not seeing these crazy price increases like we did during the COVID years where you would barely get a home listed on the MLS before you got offers flying in before you can even finish your second cup of coffee in the morning. It's just a different market right now. And so it's very important to position yourself well as a seller. Now, marketing has always been an important component to selling homes, but it's even more important now, which is why using a friend or family member who also happens to be a realtor may not always be the best option. If that friend or family member only sells a few homes a year, they may not be familiar with current market trends or knowledgeable on what's working and what's not. And I know that I say that at risk of getting tarred and feathered, and I mean absolutely no disrespect, but I'm just simply keeping it real that we know that the average realtor sells 3 to 5 homes per year. And 2024 was a brutal year for agents. And 2025 right now is shaping up to be another slow year for home sales. So it's even more important that your realtor is working actively in the market, helping buyers and sellers every day and has a pulse on where the market currently is. Agents that haven't sold a home in a year or so have missed out on a lot. So if there was ever a time where it was important to work with the right realtor, it's now. As I alluded to earlier, the difference in the agent you use comes down to marketing. In fact, my primary job as a listing agent is to be the best marketer for your home. My realtor cap doesn't even come on until you have an offer. Your home's first priority is to shine above the competition because we have more inventory and less buyers. Not only have higher interest rates kept buyers on the sidelines, but those that are out there are being much more discerning when it comes to choosing a home. So the name of the game right now is exposure. We want your home as appealing and in front of as many eyeballs as possible. So what does that even look like? Well, it involves presentation. It involves professional photography, amazing videography, drone footage, paid ad campaigns, and networking with other agents. And that doesn't even cover all of it. Now, when I talk about home presentation, we not only want it to look great visually, but we also want it to be priced right from the start. We want the look and price of the home to attract as many buyers as possible. This is not the market to test your home's price in. Those days were back in 2022. So looking closely at comparable closed sales and current active listings that might be competing with yours are going to be crucial. If your home is overpriced, it'll inevitably need a price reduction or some type of concession at some point to get more traction moving through the home again. But that also carries the potential to create some buyer concern. Some buyers, not all, but some, may wonder why the home hasn't sold or why it needed a price reduction. They might even wonder, is there something wrong with the home when the home could be perfectly fine? So if we can avoid hopping on the price reduction struggle bus, we absolutely should. And that means starting out right from the start. Other items that coincide with presentation involve having your home look and feel clean. We want your home to smell good and we want it to be as depersonalized as possible. Adding greenery from plants and pops of color from throw pillows go a long way. It's important to remember that the goal is for buyers to have the best first impression of your home. Buyers are making micro judgments about the home within the first 30 seconds of them arriving to see it. So we don't want to give them a reason to dislike the home before they even walk through the front door. And these are all things that I discuss with my sellers here in Casper, but I think honestly, these pillars are important in selling your home anywhere right now. And with that, I think it's important to also discuss this trend of for sale by owner that some sellers are choosing to utilize in order to save on agent commissions. So here's the thing. If you're thinking about selling your house without a real estate agent, or also known as going for sale by owner or FSBO, please consider this just a very kind PSA. Selling your home without an agent, especially here in Casper, is basically like challenging a deer to a dance battle. Someone's gonna get hurt. Here's the thing, FSBOs just are not the flex that you think it might be. Selling your home for sale by owner maybe sounds smart, and there is potential to save money on agent commissions on paper. But in reality, it's kind of like death by paper cuts. Selling your house isn't just slapping a for sale sign in the yard and putting it on Zillow and Facebook Marketplace and waiting for an eager buyer to come knocking on your door with a check and a smile. This is Wyoming, where people are naturally more cautious. They want legit listings. And to boot, you have to remember that buyers right now are just a little more nervous anyways because interest rates are higher and there's a lot going on with the economy. Buyers like guidance and they like safety and they like agents because this isn't their first rodeo. More often than not, when buyers see a for sale by owner listing, they immediately think one of three things. This person is either hiding something, they don't know what they're doing, and if I try to negotiate, am I going to get cornered in their garage and handed a 200-page contract printed at Staples? FSBOs just tend to put more of the burden on the buyer to spot problems, handle paperwork, and to figure out whether you really meant it when you said, yeah, the furnace makes noise, but it's fine. Like, what does that mean? Now, let's bring it home, literally, to Casper. Casper is a very unique market. We've got small town, rugged charm, wild temperature swings, and a community that doesn't mess around. Real estate here is kind of like fishing, to be honest with you. It involves timing, technique, and knowing where the trout are biting at that secret fishing hole that only you and Uncle Bob know about. Local agents have the tools, skills, and experience necessary to know how to price and market homes correctly. They know what sells and they know how to navigate challenges and they know how to help make the selling process as streamlined as possible. And here's the real kicker. You think you're saving money by skipping the agent's commission, but statistically, homes sold by agents sell faster and for more money. According to the National Association of Realtors, FSBO homes typically sell for 13% less than agent-listed homes, even after you pay commission. That's not saving money. That's more like stepping over dollars to pick up pennies. Selling a home is honestly stressful enough. Don't do it without an agent or with one who doesn't do it with craft, care, and strategy. So if you're thinking about selling, do yourself a favor and call a local agent. Like me. But even if it's not me, shameless plug of course, but even if it's not me, who you have selling your home, make sure that the agent that you do use can articulate clearly their marketing strategy and how they plan to get your home from just listed to sold. Although let's be honest, if you've watched this far, we're basically best friends, right? And here's another item just to consider. If you're looking at selling your Casper home, know that I'm here to help. I love showcasing homes and helping sellers get to their next chapter. So reach out if you're thinking about selling. Call, text, or email me. I'm the one who answers all of them. Also, do me a favor, drop a comment below with your thoughts on what you think is working right now when it comes to selling a home, and hit the like button if you enjoy this content. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more real talk about Casper and Casper real estate. Now, with all of that said, please take care, and I will see you in the next one.